Are we doing David? David, is it category based again, tertiary, blah blah blah, or we just?
But once you write the name, you know what category it's in, right?
Are we doing tertiary, or they are all the same categories now? So now we didn't break it into categories anymore.
No.
Didn't see any.
Okay. Are we ready to start? Yeah?
Okay, go.
Okay, good morning. My name is Ashon Mahapamo, and this is my colleague Livingston Yaokuma. We are here to present an application called WANA. It's actually a Ghana word, WANA, which means we found it. So it's a Ghana word, WANA. Yes, what this app actually does is it helps people who have found missing cards to actually upload the cards onto the app for anybody who has lost his or her identification card or any kind of card to actually get to find it.
So he needs help with the slides. To the next slide.
Yeah. Sometimes we wonder where we have left our cards after we've used them, and then where last did we use our card? Do you know each day a number of missing cards are found? Like we find them, but then because we don't know the owners, we don't know how to get the cards back to them. Most of the time, where you left your card and then where last you used it is a dilemma, and it's very stressful. So we actually ask certain questions. Did you leave it in the library? Did you leave it in the bank? Or did you leave it in a taxi? We often waste too much time looking for our cards at places they are not. It has actually been found, but how to locate you is the problem. So the solution is WANA. WANA is a mobile application that helps you easily report a found card or find your missing card. Here is how it works in less than 3 minutes. You sign in, and then you search for a card. You find a match. If your match is there, you select your match, and then you can actually call or email the holder of your card. Then you decide where to meet the person for your card, and then you claim your card. So WANA is safe, your source for all missing cards. And then we have a website that describes what it does. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. What about the demo? Do you want to do a demo, or this is enough?
You should definitely do a demo.
Is a demo phone there? Do we have the demo phone? You have a phone on the desk?
Yeah, doing the searches over there. Wait, is it here? WANA. You see? For the requires
Yeah, so that.
I'll try and find it.
Thank you very much. I think you have the demo here. There's nothing much beyond what you showed here. So, over to you, judges.
Let me see the first screen. So, what details do you use to log in? Is it the details on the card, or you create an account with any name?
Sorry, you create an account.
And what are the search criteria? Like, do you put let's say for me, I lose a card. So I go to Warner and type in what was on the card. If it's my Visa card, the number or the name on the card.
Can we please?
What are the parameters that you
the name on the card, the type of card, and then the country or the city in which you lost it.
You can't do the demo.
I would really like to see a demo because.
So they are fixing the.
Quick question though, how do you prove ownership?
How do you
prove that I am the real owner of the card?
Most of the time, with this one, you meet the person, but then there's a feature on it to initiate claim of the card. So even the person who has lost his card should also have an account before he can actually.
Yeah, but how do you verify security? Because if someone finds my card,
yes,
and I'm a popular person,
yes,
and they want to trap me somewhere, or like, where do I meet the person and all that? Because if you see
that one, we added a disclaimer that the place you meet the person has to be safe for
so
you.
Let's backtrack a little bit. Why did you choose to build this? Maybe that will give us a bit of an understanding of where you're going.
Okay, a friend and I entered GCB Bank, Kandishi, and then we realized a lot of people's identification cards are pasted on their notice boards. That is why we decided that, okay, now these people have lost their cards, yet they don't know where they actually lost it, where they left it.
So that's why you're doing it. I don't see any thinking through the other side, right? So the reason why they're asking questions, they don't seem to quite get to the process. So you really are concentrating on somebody finding the card, but the person finding it and putting it in, there's that whole process there that we don't have an understanding of. What's in it? Why would I take somebody's card and create an account and type it out? Why would I do that?
Okay, we were looking at the social impact aspect.
No, that's fine.
No, that's fine.
But as they're saying that even on a social impact side, you've got to motivate people to want to do it.
What's your value proposition?
The added service we wanted to add was actually to create a platform for loyalty points.
If you brought, let's say I'm a bank, and every day I have 10 or 20 people leaving their cards in my institution. If I have to put all that back on your timeline, it means that I have to assign somebody to that job.
Yes.
Which becomes an increase on my overheads. Why would I do it specifically? What does this bring? Because yes, there's a problem with people losing cards. Basically, you're a cards foundry. You find, you drop, somebody loses, he goes to see. So like you are a lost and found of the internet. Why would anyone want to invest in someone constantly uploading this data? What do you have in there that would make corporate or whatever institutions decide to do this? Secondly, are you connected in any way to any of the databases, nationwide databases, for instance, that let's say I lost my driver's license, and then I went on, I typed my name, I remembered my date of birth or my ID. By virtue of that, it will be able to shoot up what the card actually is whilst it's being looked for. Are you, or it's just whatever I post and whatever someone finds, I wonder.
On the second question, we are not connected to any database yet. Yeah. So on the first one, I think we are now working on that bit.
It's new. Like, it's a fresh idea you are developing.
Yes.
And you see, when you started, I found that this was something of importance. But now how you are presenting the whole thing, it doesn't convince me for, like, I now see flaws more than benefits. right? The backstory that you told that you went to the bank and you saw, that's a very good story. So with your pitch, you should have started with that story, right? Because there's value for corporate organizations, and it tells me that you are thinking about how to make money, right? Even if you said you made it for the first bank, and you pitched to banks to adopt and start using it in a corporate site, then you know that there's some form of security. Banks are the ones going to adopt. So try to convince us
we
that
pitched
your app is really...
we went to GCB Bank head office. We met with the head of consumer.
Thank you very much. Okay, I'll let you finish. And then,
I actually had one last question. That
yes, so
how safe is your system? Whatever is it on site that when I upload a card, subsequently no one goes to pick because the details of that card and do any fraudulent stuff with it?
So, like I was saying, when we went to head of consumer bank at GCB, that was one of their issues.
You didn't preach that.
So we are working on the security aspect, especially with the credit cards. They actually showed us a way to mask the middle part of...
Wait. There are two things here. Wait, let me tell you, there's two things here. One, GCB is trying to get rid of the cards they have. But the owners, they probably don't want them. Why are the owners showing up to take the cards? Have they...
The owners don't know where they left the cards.
Exactly, but does GCB constantly get requests of people coming to say, did I leave my card here? Did I leave my card here? If that's not the case, then the owner probably doesn't care about the card because it's easy to replace. And if it's easy to replace, I would do that over toiling over where I left my card.
Have you tried the app somewhere else to check whether it's working? Have you experimented the apps before?
Have you tried?
Yes.
so far, how many people have downloaded it? What are they saying?
Okay, we have a testing group of 20 people. Yes.
And they all said, well, give me 5 feedback.
They're all your friends.
Give me 5 feedback.
Of what they actually said. Okay, the one from the UK says it will help him actually find his card when he loses because everything in the UK is about card. That is the guy from UK. So, and then the other people from Ghana are like, okay, it's a brilliant idea, and then the banks would actually want to use it. And then one guy also talked about the hospitals, that most of the time there are a lot of cards in the hospital. So they were actually focused on where we can actually send it to.
Yeah, so, your pitch, you pitched very badly, yeah.
I think we need to decide now. So maybe we start Aaron on your side.
No,
Say no. I want to give you a chance because I feel there's something there. So it's a yes from me.
Is there no from me?
I wanted to see you again, but you only have 2 years.
Yeah, it's not.
Work on it and
I mean, there will be
answer this question. There are other opportunities.
there's something there, but you
It's not ready to win the challenge. You won't win
but
that
that's not the
challenge.
end.
with it,
Continue it.
but Continue and work on it. And
Okay.
So thank you very much. Let me end with my comment. One category for selecting a winner here is stickiness. Somebody uses the app. What is the probability that the person will come back to it? If it's only for a missing card, how many times do I lose my card? How many times do I find a missing card and all that? So I may not come back to it in 3 months. By the time I lose my card again, I don't even remember the app name and all that, right? So go back, work on it with all the input from the judges, and then you come back. Thank you very much. All right.
Are we still live? Are we still live?
Yeah, is Facebook Live ongoing?
Facebook still live?
Because once in a while we
The
need
very
to.
best person, you go ahead.
You showed it again.
I like when you said why you do it.
Yeah. No, I think he was scared. The pitch wasn't the best. Again, the screen also delayed him. The screen delayed him. There was no internet to try his app.
First, you introduce yourself, and then your app, and then you have 10 minutes for the presentation, and then the judges' questions. And then also, just take whatever the judges say as business, nothing personal, nothing. So go on, you have 10 minutes.
Hello, my name is Felix Alves-Kwache, and I'm here to present my project. The name is I'm Online. 2 years ago, I was involved in an accident on my way home from church. I was quickly rushed to a private hospital, later on being transferred back to a public hospital, that's Cofie. All this while I was unconscious, I didn't see anything, but luckily for me, when I woke up, my family members were around. That was because the accident happened in my area, and the people around there knew me. So now wait, what if the accident didn't happen in my area, or the people around there didn't know me? I could have died without my family members knowing about it, or I could have stayed there for weeks without them knowing about it. So now, presenting I'm Online. In an event you get involved in an accident, when your phone is missing or any form of identification on you is being listened to, with I'm Online, you have a chance of having your emergency contacts and basic medical information accessible. So I'll quickly move to how the app works and show you about the app. I'll log in, because I already have an account, but if you don't have an account, this is the sign up page where you create an account for yourself. So I'll go back since I have an account and type in my details. Okay, so when you log in, the app takes you to the home page. The home page simply allows you to fill in your details, that's regarding your personal details, emergency contacts, medical information, and the app also allows you to put a profile picture there, that is your image. So the next page will be the family and friends. The family and friends simply allows you to create a profile for your family or friend. And next page, valuables. Valuables is where you see assigned clothing tags that you assign to profiles in your account. So now I'll show you what the clothing tags looks like. Please can I come forward? This is the clothing tag I'm going to talk about. Sorry about my phone. I thought I was going to use that one. That's why I brought it inside. So sorry. So I'll quickly show you. So this is when you click on the option button at the top, there you would see register family. That's where you get to register a family member, and the family member pops up in the family and friends right here. So as you can see, I've already registered 3 family members. That's Lady Safu Jemfi, who happens to be my cousin, Teresa Brago, that's my mother. Next will be invite a friend. The app allows you to invite a friend by sending the link to the friend for the friend to download the app from the Play Store. Buy an online product, which you see on the clothing right there. This is a tag where you put on it, so in case you're involved in an accident, your app, the app would allow you to scan the code, then you will be able to see your emergency contacts and basic medical information. Yeah. So buy an online products. This is the page. When you click on the buy an online product, it takes you to the product list. I'm Online clothing neck tag. That's what you have in front of you right here. And the ones below it is about the future, what we plan to do with the app during the future. So you click on order, then you put in the quantity. Regarding the quantity, if you are ordering more than 100, or let's say 100, we regard you or take you as a wholesale buyer, but less than 100 would be a retail, and a retail will cost you $3, and a retail will cost you $4, and a wholesale will cost you $3. So you put in the quantity, let's say 100. So I go to checkout. And then I select my location. Within Ghana, the shipment too is free. And so I see my destination in which I was creating my profile. I assigned it to Kokoben. That's why I live in Kumasi. So that is where the app or your shipment will be brought to when it arrives in Ghana in Kumasi. So you click on buy now. When you click on buy now, you have to pay with your PayPal or your credit card. We actually wanted the MTN mobile money API, but we couldn't get it in time before we had to present our work. That's why you don't see the MTN mobile money in there. So I'll quickly go back to the option button. Then I'll show you about orders. Orders simply gives you information about your shipment with the tags you've ordered to come in for you. So it gives you the time it's going to arrive, whether it has been shipped yet or not, or the current location where your shipment is at the moment. So let me go back. The last but not the least will be the logout, which allows you to log out from your account. And now we'll come to the flow button. That is the main place. This is where you get to scan or register a clothing neck tag, which I have one right here, to your clothes to be assigned to your profile. You click on scan, and if you have a good camera, you could use the scan then. But if you don't have a good camera, you could use the keyboard. So you click on keyboard, which I'll use right now to assign a profile for you to see. So I'll use 2, 3, 0.
You have 3 minutes
4,
more.
1.
3 minutes
Okay.
more.
8, 1, 4, 3.
You know what? Wrap up so we can ask the questions.
Okay, so I should skip all the.
Finish? Okay.
Oh, okay. So I search. So when you search a code, I think that the internet is.
Yeah. Okay. So this is interesting. What? Maybe the question is, what are the other options other people can use?
Other people.
If they don't use this, there are other things, right? So what are your competitors in the space? Not somebody using.
Our main competitor is the standard in case of emergency app that is available on almost every phone all over the world. But with our app, you see, with the standard in case of emergency app in every phone, you need to have your phone when you get involved in an accident. But for my case, when I was involved in an accident, my phone was stolen. I couldn't even find my phone. But when I have this at the back here, someone is using my app. Once I get involved in an accident, you get there, you scan me. My emergency contact and personal details would pop up for you to contact my family members or friends that I've kept in my personal details.
Which is actually a problem because if you are involved in an accident, I have to have the app before I can help you.
Yeah, you need to download the app from the Play Store.
Which means the code is useless in that case because I scanned this and there was nothing. Which means that even though I'm
you scanned it.
Yeah.
When you scan it, it has to tell you it's lost. Because when I was coming here, the app speaks too.
No, wait. What I'm saying is, I show up to help you at an accident scene. I've never heard about this app.
Yeah.
But then I see this code behind you, and I want to see what's in there. It could be a phone number, it could be an email, because QR code could contain anything. But I scanned this, and because I don't have the app, it was nothing. Yeah, which means that my help now depends on the person who wants to help me finding or having the app installed already. And if they don't have the app, it's basically useless.
I disagree with that because this is new, right?
Yeah,
and the codes contain your emergency contacts, if I should get it clear.
No,
right?
the app.
If I scan this,
no, scan it. It doesn't.
When
you scan it with.
There is no information.
No, scan it. You can scan it. It has no information.
I mean, if it works, if I scan this code now, I should be able to see your emergency contacts on the app.
Yeah,
yes.
with the app.
So,
you need to scan with the app.
You need to scan with the app.
No, so it means that you need to, if you get an insurance company or someone to start marketing the app that is a way to get emergency contacts, that's where the app will be everywhere.
No. But you can't make me install. You can't make me install this app because I'm going to help somebody. You can't make me install this because I want to help somebody.
So
I would rather
you want to put the information readable by the eye there so that we don't get the eye.
It makes sense.
It's easier
for you
because
to scan and
because if
some
yes.
amount of data.
Because what is that?
You have an accident in a village where they only have feature
Without
phone.
the app. So you want to use a normal QR
This
code
whole
scanner.
login, this whole thing where people want everybody to log in, you can get some minimal features that people can do without a login, and then right. So a lot of
so what they are saying is you want the information to be in the barcode so that any QR code
you can throw
scanner
away the
can
app
just
and your,
give the
you can
information
throw away
directly.
the app and your business is the code and the data.
What's your main proposition? Is it the QR codes you're selling or your app?
Yeah.
We are selling both. The app will be free to download from.
So let's comparatively, which would catch up quickly for you? Is it making this
So you have 1 more minute.
this system available everywhere that people...
The revenue is going to come out from the sales of the heat transfer tags.
What are you creating for them? Are you going to create the heat transfer item, or you're going... Let's say I wanted my own information to put on stuff. What are you selling to me?
I'm selling the QR code, that clothing neck tag. That's what I'm selling.
Why are you selling the clothing neck tag? You can just sell the code and I can
That's
print
what I'm saying,
myself.
yes, myself.
I can print the code myself. Why do you have to send me?
Because when you go print it out yourself, in case you wash it, this was done by Epson Inc. So it could withstand up to 500
But the
machine wash.
problem is this is not transferable. So if I have 50 shirts, I need 50 of this. When I'm traveling, that's probably when I need it.
When you buy one pack that is $4.
Yeah.
When you buy it, when we brought it down to cities, making 18 cities.
Yeah.
When you buy it, contains 20 tags. So
Why do
each
I
pack
need-
contains 20 tags.
Why do I need 20 tags? Why is this fixed? Why can't I
So
attach
then
it?
I iron and that's it, right?
You said, sorry?
Why can't I?
So I basically iron it onto my shirt.
Yeah, you just iron a heat transfer tag.
I'd like to see you again. I think it's something
I
that's
think it's
interesting.
interesting.
It's interesting. When I see you again, I want you to review. You know, the whole app thing is there, but you must make your thing readable. As in emergency situations, no one has the time to go looking for a particular app. And unless we do a lot of advertising, people won't even know what this means. Okay? But if we advertise rightly and people know that, oh, this is a QR code in emergency situations, any QR reader will be able to pull out the information with that becomes
The problem
then the ambulance people and the hospitals will then, they are the people who will be selling whatever.
But then that means I can print my own stuff and put it on my shirt.
Here's the thing. You have to go back.
I can
think
just
we want
generate
to see
my
you,
mom's
but
phone
you
number
have to
and
go back
print and put it on my
rethink
shirt.
your business model,
At least it becomes a
and you
good
have to think about how to ensure that people don't quickly duplicate what you're doing and make money.
We created a software that
Don't worry
generates.
about it.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So
Don't worry. This is something if you do
he's
come
trying to
back,
make a business
this is
around my
something
health,
to think
where
about.
someone
Think
needs
through the
internet and
business
an app to
model
help
because
me.
we like the
And that's
model,
not
but
something
it's
I'm
not
willing to-
correct.
that's
It's
not
not all
something I want to
sorted
take.
out. And think about making sure that the barrier to entry is higher so that people cannot then print out their own QR code. All right?
because usually
Thank
vote?
you. Thank you very
I
much.
think it's a
Yeah.
yes
we rush
from
it to
me.
the
Yes.
hospital and then we use this to find your
It's a
family.
yes from me.
It's a yes from me.
That's a yes.
Okay, we'll see you.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
so
Thank you
that
very
means
much.
we'll call you
We
for
start
the
it
next
and then we
round.
probably,
Thank
after
you.
we take you to the hospital to find your family. But if I need your app specifically,
Even if there's blood on it, it won't show.
yeah.
So think about it. It's a smart idea, but work
But
around it.
there are more use cases than just
Than
emergency.
the emergency.
one is this?
The cost of innovation.
But he gave
We're
a
not
cost
asking
of,
that question
he
yet.
said $4
No,
for a
no,
pack of 20.
pack of 20. The cost
The
of
cost
actual.
of
Actually, we haven't asked questions around.
Good morning and welcome to the MTN App
Are you
Challenge.
twins?
Good morning.
So you have 5 minutes for your presentation and then 5 minutes for the judges, right? First, you introduce yourselves and then the app. And then you have, the disclaimer is that whatever the judges say shouldn't be taken personal. It's business, strictly business, right? So I'll not talk much, just proceed with your presentation.
Can you hear us from outside? Can you hear us from outside?
So you can speak to the slides. Don't worry about showing the slides to the judge. Just speak through it and then show us the demo.
Just to be sure.
George,
Unless you have some cool stuff there.
You spend a lot of time, eh?
Okay, good.
Start.
Okay,
So
good morning.
5 minutes.
Good morning. My name is George, and this is my partner Kojo. And the name of our project is Red Play. Yes, please. Okay, I'm going to start by stating our mission, which is to be the ultimate hub for African entertainment. Now, we underwent some market research, and we found out that most African artists have single streams of income, which is stage performances. Found out also that orthodox methods for selling hard copies of books, music, and movies is fading out of the system. And then also that the internet has not been used well enough for the benefit of arts and media in Africa. That's our market research. So that's what inspired our products. Actually, it's a mobile app for both the iOS and Android OSs. And what it does is it's a media store where content providers or content creators can create accounts by themselves and actually upload their content to be sold. So we're actually targeting the African market. And when they upload it onto the store and it's sold to the end consumers or their fans, what happens is that we have an encryption algorithm that prevents the end consumers from sharing this content. So it preserves the integrity and allows them to get the best value from their art. Because found out that, according to our market research, that most of these content creators have their content being downloaded freely off the internet, which is bad for their business. We had a use case to show, but basically what our content providers will be able to do is to register, to log in, to upload content, to review that content, to search content, to browse content, and to play downloaded content. And our end users will be allowed to search content, to browse the content, and to play downloaded content as well. The mobile app will also allow for a dashboard feature, which will allow the content provider to be able to sort of check the response that they're getting from their fans, from the end consumers, as to how many views or downloads they're getting for their content. Now, we also feature multiple language support, for example, English, French, and Arabic. And then for our payment options, we have both mobile money and then credit card tender. So mobile money meaning all the various networks. So we have the Red Play player and the library. The Red Play player is a inbuilt multimedia player that allows the end user to be able to play or consume content on the application. So it's inbuilt. They can't access the content from outside the app. And we have an offline library where they can actually see all the content that has been downloaded from the store, from the Red Play store. The RedX account is what we call the accounts that our content providers have that allows them to securely access and manage their profiling. So what they can do, they can customize their profiles, they can post cover art and other relevant pictures that are relevant to the content that they put on the store to just keep their fans up to date on what's the next thing they're about to bring on board. we have a red blog, an inbuilt blog for the platform that is basically we just having the opportunity to reach out to our end consumers, keeping them up to date on what's new with the platform and their favorite artists and content creators. So on the supply side of the market is the content providers. On the demand side is the end consumers, the typical people that purchase these contents. These contents, by the way, come in the form of music, movies, TV shows, books, etc. Name it. Any content that can be digitized is allowed on the Red Play store. So from our target market is from the Red Play team, we plan to approach the high schools and tertiary institutions because they have the bulk of the age group of people that would be interested in the kind of services that we're providing. That's for the end consumer. And then for the content providers, we'll actually be approaching the content creators. And we believe they will patronize the app because of the value we're proposing to them. From there, we intend to reach their friends and families, and then ultimately Ghana, and then Africa eventually. Our market strategy, market adoption strategy, which is our scheme for actually having a firm hold on the market, if I should say, is to conduct events. Because it's an entertainment app, it only makes sense that we're conducting entertainment events that get to portray what the app is all about. And we also have an education strategy, which is basically educating the content creator that this is the value you're going to get from the application.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So your presentation, I was waiting for it to end. There's nothing new here, right? We get a couple of these a year, right? Yeah. We are going to, people do this better than you, iTunes, whatever, they do this better than you. As I was listening, but waiting for you to say something other than, we're doing exactly the same thing iTunes does, or a couple of these things does. They already have the numbers, and but we're doing about the same thing, but we're doing it in Ghana or Africa. Do you get my point? So, yes. So maybe come again. I wouldn't even ask business model questions because I don't even want to get there yet. What are you doing differently? Artists right now are using other platforms to get exactly this done. What makes you unique? Is it the network that you have? Is it a feature that's in here? Like, tell us something. Otherwise, you've seen half a dozen of this every year. Come. Okay,
two major things stand out. The fact that iTunes is an international business, it's a foreign business to Ghana.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, it's not unique, but what I'm saying is that.
As international as WhatsApp.
Let him finish.
Sorry?
Yeah.
No, I mean for African content that's purchased, the foreigners will be making revenue on this. It doesn't matter to the end consumers.
What is unique about you that will allow me to use your platform? Because what you're saying is that if I don't care about foreigners taking money, you have nothing. You said nothing.
True. Okay. There's also the fact that we allow mobile money patronage, and then also.
No, we don't have mobile money on iTunes.
And then also, our encryption algorithm that disallows you from sharing.
You do it better than Spotify. You do it better than Apple. You do it better than Deezer.
You know why she's talking? We've seen about 10 of such apps.
The last one.
He now came with exactly the same thing. Other players and all that with encryption algorithm and all that. So, look, the thing is, with this app, there's nothing new.
There's nothing new.
So you should
in the app itself. That's true.
So you could be the new thing.
Exactly.
Maybe
But
maybe you have a network in the music industry so strong that when you launch, maybe you're friends with all the top artists. That's your uniqueness. You don't come here and tell me your functionality. I've seen it over and over again.
Okay. As a team, we've already met with some people like Musica, Obo. We met with the.
You can always meet with anybody.
I can get a meeting tomorrow.
You can always meet with anybody.
Yes, he is. Yes, it's part of our board.
I have a quick one though. How are you protecting the intellectual property of the people's information you put out there? My music, my videos, how are you protecting and how are you giving me back revenue?
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Because if you say intellectual property, I think they're being given to the consumers to consume. So
Because I haven't sued
what do we-
anybody for having my thing online doesn't mean that when I saw it on your app, I won't sue you.
No, it's a contract between
So how are
us
you
and the.
protecting my
Yes.
stuff and, oh, that's not music.
So we
How are
contract.
you- What's your rolling plan for
Yeah, we have a contract with the musicians, the actors, or the authors, and they sign a contract that they are putting their content on our platform. And when they do that, they can track the progress on
What's your revenue share like?
our revenue.
What's the revenue share like? How much are you giving for every? How much is a song?
A song is 0.59, 59 pesos.
0.59.
Yeah, 59 pesos.
One, how did you arrive at that number, and how is your revenue?
Yeah, we
share?
looked at our competitors like MTN Play, Iroko TV, Uptown, and we saw the price they are giving and what they don't have. Like Uptown doesn't prevent you from sharing the contents you download. You can download it and share it to your friends, but this app prevents you from sharing it. And with the encryption algorithm, you can't play like the contents from this app anywhere. It has its own players, its own music player, video player, and PDF reader. All is inbuilt in the app.
You've done your own encryption.
Yes, we did our own encryption. So when you come in the phone, everything, this is the offline library. So it has a video player, music player, and a PDF reader. So you can access all that offline. And
What's
there's
the revenue share?
And how you intend
How you
to...
split
Yeah.
the revenue?
So the percentage,
how
yeah.
they're even
The
gonna
percentage
make
is 20-80.
How are you making money?
20-80. 20 for the red play team and 80 for the artist.
How are you going to make the money anyways?
How are we going to make the money? Yeah,
Give me 2 or 3 channels you...
okay. So we have
So I
implemented-
give you 15 seconds to answer this question.
Okay, we've implemented a mobile money and Visa card for the foreign users. So when they make the payment, it goes into our central bank, and there's a timely, there's every 2 months, we pay into the users, the content providers' accounts with our deductions made.
Are we ready? Are we ready to vote?
Thank you very much. Yeah, let's vote.
Are you ready to vote?
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for you guys because it's a solid app. I like the interface. The
So it's
flow.
yes for you, right?
Yes for me.
And then
Who's next?
no. And then
So no for me.
no. I don't think we have to go forward. We 2 no's. So
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's one more no.
One no.
okay.
And
Yeah, yeah,
you know
I-
there's one
I-
no
I
at
know.
the end there.
I'm definitely a no.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll give him a yes.
Yeah, I'll give it. It's a solid app. Anyway,
Thank you.
So what's happening is that I don't think this is an apps challenge winner,
Yeah.
but you have a winning product.
yes.
Do you get it?
Yes.
So you can make some good resource out of this, but it's not the thing that will wow people to say you won the MTN apps challenge.
I think also going after the big artists is kind of like not a good deal because I listen to them, but I would use Spotify or one of those, and you can find Sarkodie on Spotify. You
I'll
probably
say
will
this.
have much luck with up and coming artists who don't have the cloud or who don't have the
Yeah,
whole
they want
management
to
team.
grow.
to
I'll
be
say
able to-
this here again. Target
Spotify.
choral music. Go to Harmonious Choral.
Nobody
Make this a
listens to
choral
choral
music.
music.
I'll
Nobody.
say it here again. Seriously.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll see you
My
again.
opinion.
Have a solid app.
Interface is so solid.
Second thing,
What
second thing.
about the interface is so solid?
It's a good app.
The app is solid.
It's a
It's
very,
just
it's a very okay app.
Yeah.
It's a very,
For coming, this is the MTN app challenge. You have 5 minutes within which to do your demo, and then 5 minutes for the judges to ask questions. And then the disclaimer, once again, whatever judges say, don't take it personally. Some will be very straightforward and all that too. It's all business. 5 minutes.
Thank you very much. I'm Patrick Ananuno, and I'm with my friend
Nathan Aaron.
So we are developing a system. Our project is real time, and it's a system that will help reduce crime in the country, that will also protect citizens, enhance the work of the Ghana Police and Fire Service, and most importantly, generate revenue for the government, help MTN to build data for intelligence into the future. And then this is how the system works. It comes in two main ways. One is a POS system, point of sale device, and the other is a public app. So assuming, I believe most of us here drive. So assuming you are driving and the police stops you for an offense, say over speeding, and he says you are driving at 75 mph. Now, the app, you're able to we have an information service on the app where you can also verify, it's integrated with your car, so you can verify the speed at which you are moving, and also you can assess the offense and the fine attached to it. So say, of course, you were over speeding. The police takes your DVLA card, we swipe it into our POS device. One, they get all your information, that is data, which later we can use to build intelligence. And then they issue your tickets to you. You can also verify all these on your app as well. So once the ticket is issued to you, of course, you have a period to pay with either your MTN or mobile money. You can pay with your credit card, or you can pay at the bank within a given period of time. The police get an alert or notification when it's done or not, and they take the necessary action. The public app, of course, is to help with the recent increase in crime in the country. We thought of it that if we can build an app that can help citizens alert the police on every criminal case, whether as a neighbor or being as a victim. So you can do that through text, video, audio, and there are some emergency key buttons that you can use to contact, so that you can contact you can input emergency numbers that they can also contact. And this, the police will get a dashboard where they can assess the case. My colleague will take you through that, and then they can take the necessary action. So we believe that if you're able to build the app and then use the POS system, it will help. Of course, we know the rate at which sometimes we say the police take bribes and all that, or illegal money. But this, how about every money taken is recorded? So we used an example that should the police issue tickets of 5 cedi to 5 million drivers or 5 million offenders in a month, okay, that is 5 million. And that money can go to the government, and they can use to enhance the police service, to buy guns, infrastructure, to enhance their work. Also, MTN can build data. Assuming all MTN customers are on this app, about over 14 million, they can use to build data to enhance the security.
Give it to them.
Thank you.
Like, time is going, so just do the demo.
Quick.
Okay. So, for instance, to report a case, a user can go to report case, then select issue type, the message or the issue. The person can upload either a video or image or a text file. Okay. I think I left some security stuff on the phone for it to allow you to record. So the person will then submit the case. It will go to the central voluntary center, where the police have officers there. Then that's the general central head office. They will then assign the cases to the nearby patrol team. So they will have the device. They will give the case on the device issue assigned with the coordinate location and everything. Then they will just assign, go to the location. Also be applying the ticket as and when need arrives. They can take more evidence, either video, picture, record, audio for evidence. And immediately they record, it goes to the central unit for data. And also, in a nutshell, what we want to achieve with this is now, data is very expensive in the world. And in Ghana, we are not able to predict the way at which some stuffs are going on, because we don't have the data. But with this system in place, we can gather that much data. So we can build intelligence out of it. We can predict, we can have meaning from it. So the police will know, no, this is going at this rate. So I think we need to take this decision to be this way, take this option, take this, make this decision to get here. And also with the POS, it can also scan, for instance, I'm a driver. I've been arrested for overspeeding. If you have the app has a feature that counts the rate at which you are moving. The person will show you are going 88 kilometers per hour. Then it will show you, the app will tell you this is what you are going. You can also check for information on the app. And also, with the POS, we are hoping to add more money on it. I think that's a brief summary of it.
Judges, over to you.
I like the optimism of building an outline. I think it's the idea that the police will happily not get their tips. Okay, so you have two sides of this, which is reporting the case and then taking the payments for an offense. Do you have a mobile app for the sort of offense bit, or it's just the swiping of a card? You pull this up. Sorry, you pull this up, So, all right. So you pull this up. Can you show us what happens here? I think that's quite interesting. Can you see it? Yeah.
The police will go to new case and let the offense type, which is either overspeeding, failing to stop at a stop sign, making an unsafe lane change, driving without a license. They can add multiple issues.
Does it allow you to update immediately?
Yeah, okay.
Or they need to refer back to you?
This goes yeah. Okay.
Then the officer can also view issues that are assigned to him. But if someone books an issue at it will be assigned to the officer in charge.
Right.
Come and see, assign issues, open, then manage. Also open cases and close cases. Issues that he has worked that have been closed. And those that are pending. The vice can also control
this
that.
is for you.
Yeah. Yes.
So the particular, okay. So it's they can basically charge you here on this.
Yes.
The price comes up what the charge is. You make the payment. Is it a swipe card?
Yes.
Can you swipe on this?
Yes, you can swipe and insert.
You can swipe or insert.
Yeah, or you can
and then
scan
make the
QR.
payment. Okay.
So what do this swipe? Your driver's license or?
Both, either the payment method or ID. Either national ID or driver license.
So what does this scan? It scans what is on the ID.
Yeah.
Like the fields in the ID.
When you swipe through,
So then,
the magnet,
so you could do two things. You can do the insertion, which is the card you are holding, if it's your national ID card, if it's your driving license, to pick up your data from a central pool.
Yeah.
Then now you swipe to pay.
yeah.
Did you get it? Because
There
you
are
have
two
two options.
swipes. Okay.
So you do an introduction, and then it holds your data.
How are you making money?
So the money doesn't go directly to the police.
No, it goes into a coffer.
So I'm
Into
thinking
an
you have to
account
be
or
carrying
something.
this with you.
The police will be
The police have to carry it.
For the police.
The police carries this.
Yeah.
Okay, so go back to your,
Yeah, go
so
back
that
to
the
the
cameras will capture it.
And the crowdsourcing bit of it, where people record and take pictures, how does it work? If I see a thief, I'll just snap him or record the incident and it uploads to the server.
when you upload, it says your location attached to it. So we are hoping to add a feature that will add live streaming. You see an issue, you stream live, so you see live. So before you even press on send, our officer is there to handle the issue.
Okay.
But that you are doing through your app, which
Yes.
I can download
Yes,
separately.
yeah.
The POS is with
The
the
police.
institutions that
Yeah.
will need. So it could be GRA, it could be police service, it could be custom, fire service.
Yeah,
That's
fire
what
service,
this
yes.
is.
Right. Have you had conversations with the target bodies?
Okay, not officially, but I just happened to tell the intelligence director of police that if we have a system that can help them get information quickly using data and all that, the idea, will he be interested in? He said, okay, we can come and show it to him.
So let me ask the hard. Sorry?
What's your relationship with that person? Because it could be someone who doesn't want to crash.
Okay,
it.
this is a security system, so not all information.
Does POS use internet?
Yes.
Yes, please.
So you have a SIM embedded?
Yes. What we will do is, I think MTN will give, as a stakeholder, will give the police officers an APN SIM, which the SIM will be mapped to the data center. It will like
so what I mean is, would it be on this
device?
device?
It will be on the device, yeah.
Okay. So let me ask the question that I think everybody will ask in this situation. So technology is not just about implementation of your devices and software. It's about psychology and behavioral change. And you have one big barrier to behavioral change, which is that you are taking money away from somebody who makes 200 Ghana cedis every day from standing on the roadside. Now you're taking that money away from him. How do you deal with that head on? Because that's the first problem you're going to have.
Okay. What our plan is, any officer or any unit that arrests a fine as a percentage on that amount.
Sure.
So if you arrest, maybe
No, but that's not for you to do. It's for the police to decide.
No. It's a PVP.
Yeah, it's a
So what it's going to do is 100%, government takes 50, we are taking 30, 40, officer takes 10%.
Interesting.
If you raise it high enough for the officer, he won't take cash. At the end of the day, the splits are being done at once. He's getting his mobile money thing in his pocket. It's solid.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you very much.
This I want to be part of.
Your my alarm did not go off, but your time is up.
I
So
want to be part of.
okay, so let's go.
That's a big yes for me.
Yes for me.
Okay, yes for you.
I want to see you again. Work on,
Ethel,
now the
yes.
next time you come, work on the financials a bit, this PPP thing.
Yeah,
Let's know how much it would cost you to have your device.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
The device, and then there's your app deployment. For security reasons, people will download it if the police is attached to it, but how much that app will cost, what MTN has to do in terms of the SIM. And because if you tell the police guy to buy data, he won't buy. So there must be
for you.
some revenue model where MTN also gets
Okay, no.
for the data in the system.
Good. So you have 4 yeses and 1 no, but you still yes for you, right? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I would definitely, if you send the presentation, I definitely like to send it to other people. I think this is an interesting.
I love this.
Thank you.
But the idea is sweet.
Yeah, the whole thing about the police and everybody was the POS.
Real time is not on a phone.
Good morning and welcome to the MTN App Challenge. You have 5 minutes within which to do your presentation. 5. So go through it very quickly. And then the judges have 5 minutes to ask questions. You introduce yourself, you talk about yourself and the app. And then whatever the judges say is business. Don't take it personal, right? Thank you. Proceed. 5 minutes.
I'm Samuel Edu from Edinaman SHS. And I'm presenting Edinaman SHS.
Edinaman SHS. Okay.
Quick vote.
Quick vote, okay.
Quick vote is a simple app which enables institutions and colleges to vote on their students to vote on their mobile phone without joining queues at the polling stations.
Okay, so that is basically what it is. So now pick up a phone and then show us what you have.
This is it. We have the admin, user, and report. The admin is for signing in of the admin. It was supposed to be on desktop, but since it's a mobile app, I decided to.
Okay, okay. So this is how you log in.
Yeah. Let's see. Login user. But since you are new, you have to register. Then after the registration, it gives you a code to enter. It also provides you with a hint in case you forget your password. And this is the code. So 3660. Then you have the two representatives. You choose one. Vote. Another person logs in.
Okay, so what? This is the second vote or what?
Yeah, the second user.
No, he hasn't entered the
Okay, so now you finished, or you have some more votes to do?
Then you go to the report. That's the results view. Please click candidate for result. So you click on the first representative. Shows result 1. The second one, result 1.
It doesn't give you a cumulative table where you say this person had this percentage of the vote.
Please know, but if you click on the candidate, then it gives you how many votes there.
Okay. So I can't tell. Have you used this in your school for SRC election or school prefect election?
Please know, but a teacher developed a desktop application for the voting system. They also had the idea to create one.
Okay. So your teacher developed the desktop and you want to do the mobile based.
So have you tried question. Have you tried it before in your school?
Please no.
So nobody knows how it works like?
Yes.
To know whether it's good or it's bad?
Not even your friends?
My friends have tried it, and my family.
And how long did it take you to do this?
I started this programming stuff when I was in class 5. So I was doing this with friends. I have some abroad, South Africa, and so they helped me with their codes to code.
Which language did you use?
They helped me with PHP, C++, and Java.
PHP, C++, and Java.
Yeah.
And you studied that since you were in class 5?
Class 5.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
was
study
doing
it in
online
school?
courses.
Online courses?
At
Wow.
Udacity, Code Academy, and then the B3 schools.
Wow. How long do you sit by the PC a day?
I usually use the mobile phone.
Oh,
My
the phone
laptop.
to code?
No,
No, I mean when you are coding.
I'll use the laptop.
Yeah, but how long do you sit? Like
Almost all
how
the
much
time.
Almost all the time.
It's like in a day, how like 2 hours, and the machine 2 hours, 3 hours.
All right.
More than.
All the time.
I like it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. And Edinaman, do you have ICT as elective?
Please no.
You don't know ICT, so you learn everything by yourself?
Yes, please.
Okay.
How
So
old are
judges, over to you.
15, I'll be 16 this November.
Well done. Well done.
So starting from Aram.
Yes, it's a
Yes.
It's a yes.
Okay, Cecil.
Yeah.
Yes. Ethel.
It's a yes.
Yes. You're judging this on SHS level.
Based on SHS.
Yes, yes. I'm even more interested in how to turn it around. So yeah, it's a yes, but we would help you do something better to it before you come for the next round. You must be willing to do some more coding so that we put out something that can even compete with the seniors. Okay?
So yeah, SHS level.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
right.
Thank you very much.
What's his name again?
Thank you. Samuel. Edu.
Samuel. Okay, well done, Samuel.
Nice.
And well done for being brave enough to come.
Alone.
Yeah, alone, that's true, right?
Yeah.
Continue in SHS.
He's got confidence.
You've got confidence.
9 is what they're using now. Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning.
And welcome to the MTN App Challenge.
Thank you very much.
So you can see the app on the screen there. First, you introduce yourself, your name, and then the app. You have 5 minutes to do your presentation. You talk, you do a demo all within 5 minutes. And then the judges have 5 minutes to ask their questions. After your presentation and the judges' question, they will vote. And you need a minimum of 4 votes, to go through to the next stage. So, but then whatever the judges, they are very nice guys. Whatever they say, they may be forthright and straightforward to you. Whatever they say is business. Don't take it personal. Thank you very much. 5 minutes. Proceed.
Okay. My name is Enoch Lante Ato, and I'm here to present a self-healthcare application. And what it does is that it enables patients to locate hospitals that are and clinics that are around them, within their vicinity. The second aspect of it is that it enables medical personnel to push their own articles, in the sense that there are a lot of medical personnel that are out there, and most of them do have a lot of knowledge in their field of medicine. So there might be certain articles that they would like to publish so that other medical personnel will be able to have access to. Now, the third aspect is a chat system, a chat-based system embedded within the app, which enables the medical personnel that are within the hospital to chat and exchange messages and images. So, for instance, if I am a nurse and I'm for afternoon schedule and I leave and I go home and I'm on the app and an emergency comes up and they need more hands, I'll be able to get that notification on the app and then I can quickly come by. If I'm a doctor and there's a challenge at the labor ward and I need to give in an input, I can do that by directing the midwives on what to do when I'm not around. So it is a way of linking the medical personnel that are at home to the workplace, one. And secondly, to enable the medical personnel within the hospitals to interact with each other. So that is how it is.
You have 2 more minutes, okay. So you can quickly go to your demo.
I'll start with what the patient sees. So, for instance, I want to look for a hospital that is within my location. Once I search, I get a list of hospitals, and then I can be able to go to the extent of sending a message if there's an emergency to the hospital. Maybe I want to go for a checkup, or I want to simply locate where the hospital is. So these are the satellite coordinates, and that is the map indicating the exact location of the hospital. Please, does anyone have a hospital that they would like me to search for?
of Ghana Hospital?
No, for all the regions, all the 10 regions.
Trafalgar.
Who? Wow. I don't think I Picky. So I'm going to type Picky, P-E-K-I, and search. So that's Picky Government Hospital, and we'll be able to fetch the coordinates and view the map from there. Okay. Let me quickly log into the system and then.
So it's not like you have a database of all the hospitals?
There's a database having the coordinates, the exact coordinates of the hospital. We went around all the hospitals to make sure if some are working and some aren't. And we noticed that 30 of the hospitals weren't active. There were actually 292 hospitals. 30 of the hospitals weren't active. So we had to take them out of the system.
They were not active in what sense? They are not working?
Some weren't working, and others, because of the change of government, they build one hospital here, they build another hospital there. So some turn out to be...
okay, since the judges have already started asking their questions, you proceed with the questions.
Yes, please.
Okay, I quickly just wanted to find out.
Let's see the
Yes, that's the interface once I log in. Let me tilt it.
So that means we are still eating into the judges' time, the 5 minutes.
Yes, okay. Sorry about that, please. I apologize.
Yeah, but it eats into your question time. You know locums?
Pardon?
You know what we call a locum?
No, please.
Okay. So I'm working in a government hospital.
Okay.
And then when I get a free time, I go and work for a private person.
Yes.
Why would it be of interest to me whilst I'm on a locum and being paid better to move to an emergency you have cited there? Why wouldn't I just pretend I haven't seen it?
You mean you can... Your question again, please.
I mean, I'm a staff for
Yes.
the hospital.
Yes.
But during my free periods, I do work in a private hospital.
Yeah.
What would excite me, because all I saw in your presentation, maybe I lost it, is that you were doing this all out of goodwill. But people don't do things just out of goodwill. Is there a system? Is it a revenue thing? Is it a leader? Said that I have closed for the day and I move back to go and work, then I'm put up there with a star to say that this nurse or this doctor goes out of his way to do a bit more. I want to know what
No. What we have for this, what helps you to be on a higher level is it storing the number of articles you've posted and the number of patients you've registered and taken care of.
And then you get what? What benefit does it give the doctor? What encourages the doctor to
Yes,
continue
the
this?
benefit that the doctor has is that the doctor will be able to interact with the patient, with the other medical personnel at the hospital. That's the benefit he gets.
Which they are not able to do now?
WhatsApp doing already.
Which they are not able to do that now, or they're able to do that?
They're able to do that through a public platform.
All right. If they're able
on
to
a public platform,
and
but the system has been set up in such a way that the chat only runs within.
Wait. If you have a WhatsApp group, it's within the group. So wait, what they have now works, doesn't it? Do you work in a hospital? Let me confirm that first.
Yes.
You work in a hospital?
No, I don't. I don't work in a hospital.
Okay, so.
But the people I did.
What's your background? What are you into?
I'm a software developer.
A software developer.
Yeah.
So did you do a research about the hospital setting?
Yes.
And what motivated you to do this software?
Yes. What motivated me is that they didn't want the information of the patients to go out on a public domain.
Yeah, but
sometimes
it's in your service.
It's in my service, yes. But it is within the hospital.
Which service do you use? Where do you store the data? It's probably not on the premises of the hospital.
So it's outside of the hospital. It's on your service. Which is worse than WhatsApp, because WhatsApp doesn't store anything.
Okay.
It's also encrypted.
Convince us.
So let's put the chat side. Let's put the whole chat thing aside and talk about something else.
Revenue model. How do you intend to make money out of it?
I tend to make revenue out of it through ads. There's a section which has.
It's overrated.
What kind of ads?
There can be an integration of ads from Google through AdMob. Google AdSense.
Come on, man.
It's overrated. How much do you get really? $2, $3 a month?
So I'm a bit confused. So the self-care, how me as a patient, how do I?
Yes, as a patient, what you benefit is you benefit by reading the first aid articles. Yes.
Posted by the hospital or by any?
No, it's a generalized list on what to do. Mm-hmm. For instance, if you get a snake bite, these are some of the things you need to do.
Okay.
Where would you go first if?
So 1 more minute.
Some weird bug bites you. What
Yes.
would you go to first, Google or your app? No, I'm just asking you.
Pardon?
You're not feeling well. There's something wrong. Where would you go first, Google or your app?
I'll go to my app first.
To go and read of something that you don't know, or you go to Google
And then
say, palpitation, sweaty feeling, what's wrong with me?
I'm a bit confused because the app looks extensive. I see there are a lot, but you are not projecting.
There's a lot of things that I won't read an article unless I have a problem. Like he said, if I don't have any bite, I'm not sure I enjoy reading medical articles. To open an app and randomly be reading them.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Let's proceed with the voting. Let's start with Aram.
Please, in 10 seconds, tell me what the app is like because I'm confused. I can't vote based on that.
Okay. What the app is this. It is an app that helps both the patient and then the medical personnel. The patient is able to have access to first aid articles once a message has been sent to the hospital for a checkup. Yes. All the 262 hospitals that are on the app are valid, and we've gone round to get the exact coordinates. Yes, and then the second aspect is that the medical personnel are able to interact with each other. And
for what reason? If I'm in a surgery, I can contact another specialist that I've cut somebody's heart out. How can I fix it? Or is that a sort of interaction, or a midwife finding out from another midwife how? For what reason? Because I honestly am confused.
So can we do the voting now?
Have you seen Medline?
No, please.
Which research did you do to come out with this? What are your competitors?
For instance, have you compared your solution to other solutions or similar solutions on the market?
No.
Okay.
Go and check Medline. When you go to Google and you just type headache, fever, this, it gives you a list of possibilities. Then you now would select which is closest to what you feel you have. Then the doctor. What you have is the doctor has eaten his satisfied, writes an article, and then you want me to go and read. That doesn't help me in my situation at the time. Look at was key health tags. That when a person says headache, palpitation, this, that, the system is able to immediately quarantine them into 2 or 3 disease threats and ask a doctor to help you out on. That is what I would want.
Whatever he's saying, are we wasting our time on?
He's
like,
a bit upset. So
Let's go ahead and vote. Let's go ahead and vote. No, your time is up.
We are not trying.
No, let's vote. I think we should vote.
We are not trying to
Let's vote. Aram, yes or no?
I don't understand it, so no.
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
No. Okay, Ethel? No. And you?
On attitude alone, it's a no.
No. And you?
It's a no.
No. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Because you may have something, but you have not.
You need a minimum of 4 yeses. So it's a no for you. So with the feedback that you got from the judges, you can do some changes and stuff. I know you have done a lot of work to it, and then you can come again.
And us saying no doesn't mean your app is not.
Yes.
It's not solid. You can try do a better job to communicate what you've done.
So for the competition,
maybe my challenge is the communication aspect.
Yes, so you could have come with someone who could.
So for the competition, it's a no, right?
Yeah.
But we also have the Catapult initiative where they pick the app and then advise you, polish it, commercially viable and all that, and then take it to the market. So if there's a need for that, you'll be called. And that is business, and that will be discussed separately. Thank you very much.
Let's go and read on Catapult, we can talk later. Okay?
Anybody from applying? Ah, there we go. We finally have the first woman to try.
First lady.
Please, I hope you won't just be a prop, that you will actually speak.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to the MTN App Challenge.
Thank you very much.
You first have to introduce yourselves, your names and where you're coming from, and then you introduce your app. And then you have 5 minutes to do your presentation, just 5. And then the judges have 5 minutes to ask their questions. After everything, there'll be a voting, so you know right now whether yes, you're coming for the next stage or no for you. So, and then the judges are very friendly, so whatever they say, it's strictly business, no, nothing personal. 5 minutes, start.
Good afternoon. My name is Luis Gamo. I'm from the University of Ghana.
I'm Abigail Wule from the same place.
We are here to present an app about tourism. It's called Tourism Ghana. And we are basically looking at the tourism sector of the country. Now, there's been a shift in how people travel nowadays using the internet and even smart devices. So the need for a mobile application that would help to ease their travel plans and help them to even tour the nation's sites. So this is the need we identified, and we decided to come up with this application. Now, what we realized was that the kind of tools that are being given to our tourists nowadays, both local and international tourists, it's not really helping. Now, they come into the country, and what they have to do is that right from the airport, for instance, for international tourists, they have to go to the Tourism Information Center where there's information on all the tourist sites. They don't really have a quick access, but over there they are giving maps and pamphlets that they now have to go out and take the extra step of maybe asking locals around, where is this particular place, where is that, before they get the info they need. So this was the problem we identified, and we came up with Tourism Ghana to help solve this particular issue.
Okay. So our target customers are going to be local tourists, and then we're also going to have international tourists. Those are the people we make a lot of money from. And then we're also going to look at people who may not necessarily need to who may not necessarily want tourist information, but then they may want some information from our application. So application helps you to schedule an event, let's say a scheduled event that you want to attend, and then it also helps you to send us reviews. Based on those reviews, we're able to make our application a better one for future use. Okay. The business case, we are looking at viability of our system. Our system is going to remain very useful for as long as we have natural resources in Ghana here. And since we are not being faced with any challenge of losing our natural resources, then we are sure of gaining some money or making profit. We are partnering with the Tourism Travel Agency of Ghana. What happens is that when tourists come to Ghana, they go to the Ghana Tourism Authority, and then from the information they get from there, they are able to work with tourism travel agencies like STC, the other ones, Ethel, what have you. So these are agencies that you get to work with, and we are going to partner with them and then bring them on board in our application so that we make it very easy for tourists to work. In conclusion, we are trying to bridge the communication gap between the Ghana Tourism Authority and tourists, and then to also bring on board the Ghana Tourist Travel Agency also on board.
So we will now move right away to a demo of our application so that we see what exactly it's about. All right, so basically just for, any other app, you would always have your splash screen. And then, a little introduction to the application here. We are seeing Akwaba, visit our tourist sites, and then enjoy your stay. So this reflects the fact that we have accommodation references in there. So that reflects the fact that we have accommodation references in there. Now, when you start the application, this is what you first see. We have a facts section that allows you to view facts about Ghana, certain facts that you would like to know. You would like to know what exactly the nation has been about for a while now. Okay, yes. So all these are there for the tourists to have a view of. A few facts, certain interesting ones like the world record where Fedi Ato ran backwards for 100 meters, 13.6 seconds. It's quite interesting. So that's for the facts section. And symbols, we are looking at
some of the basic account symbols, you have a reference to them. When you open, you see exactly what the symbol means, the literal meaning, and what it implies, so that you get abreast of the culture of the country. Now, yes, thank you. Now, to the main part of the application. Now, here we reviewed other applications. We found two, and they also did something similar. But their data was not so organized. You just open the application, and what you see is wildlife, there's forts, castles, and it's just so scattered. But here we have decided to be able to organize it in such a way that for each region, you have a category of tourist sites that are available at the place. And for Ashanti, for instance, they have zoos, rivers, national parks, museums, and forts. So say you want to view a fort or a museum in Ashanti region. You have the list of regions over there also. And over there, when you click, you have the
Thank
information.
you very much.
Displaying.
So over to you, judges.
Okay, so I really, really want to like you. I really do. But there are a few things here. There's nothing new here. Right? So the tourism app, I don't know if you can get more data over, what's the other name of that one? There's an app that I use when I travel. TripAdvisor, right? So, I see it. Oh, that has nothing to do, right? So I was hoping that you would have something that will enable me to plan my whole trip, because that's one thing that I really wanted in a tourism app, is to go to a country, pick 1, 2, 3, 4, plan, book, whatever, and have a day trip, and nobody ever provides that. So that's one. What are your backgrounds in? What are your backgrounds in? What's your background? So you're both University of Ghana. What are you studying?
We actually teaching assistant.
You're teaching assistant. TAs.
You are both TAs.
Yes, please.
That's fine, but you don't have anybody that understands tourism.
No.
Do you have anybody that?
I was about to ask them if they travel themselves. Like if they, if you're
you
doing
travel
something for
Ghana
tourism,
a bit.
have you moved around Ghana a little bit?
So that was the issue that we are even identified, because the way we are selling tourism in Ghana is not so effective for even the locals to come on board.
No, I hear you. I have 2 white papers that I've written to the ministry about the fact that we don't sell Ghana well.
Okay.
There's work to be done.
Yep. Have you worked with the City Business Store and all these Joy FM Business Store? You know, people are doing a lot to tour and get raw data.
Yeah.
This is not new. If you had gone on those trips and put those experiences on your app, then you have something, right? Because you are selling Ghana differently. What about the app is very boring.
Yeah, the app is boring.
Extremely boring.
Very
and teaching assistants, you really have to.
Look, clearly you are intellectual.
A starter pack can do all this. Like, you don't even have to code this from scratch anymore. You can have, and then focus on the content. It's too boring, right? Reading about Ashanti, how the text is so small. I'll go to Wikipedia and read there, right? So please, and last year we had a really good tourism app.
I like your Explore Ghana portion. I like that there's a core end to it. Do you know Jumia.com?
Yes, sir.
So if you had come here and you had told me, guys, we are doing this with mind to catch Jumia.com and MTN on a drive to go across Ghana. And that so Jumia, by virtue of their app, all you need is an API. And you have all the hotels that are across the country. So that when you decide that, let's say you do a regional breakdown, it gives you festivals that are happening, the times of the months that the festivals are happening, the hotels in those areas. So I choose a festival, I choose my date, it gives me hotel bookings at a time, it gives me a budget that, if I take 100 Ghana cedis, these are the rooms I can get. I can get Wi-Fi, I can get this. Then I do Atlas or Avis. Then I can also get a car to go with, or I can do covoiturage and do with everybody. Say 2-3 of us want to go. Jumia will be able to tell you 2-3 people are looking at this hotel just like you are looking for the time you are looking at it. Can we travel together? then you know that the intellectual thing has been brought to bear on this application, right? I want to see you guys again, but I'm not excited.
I can't feel the passion.
And for an app, for an app that MTN wants to really push, or anybody who want to push, there should be some stickiness to it. I don't see a single video there. I want people to be able to use, if you want MTN to sponsor you, put up a video so that when the guy clicks and, whoa, oh, look at that chief. That's something that then they interest a data provider to say, I want to do something with you guys on your app. As it stands now, you are blank.
Yeah.
Put salt, put pepper, and come back.
I can't even talk about the things I'm expecting. I'm expecting virtual reality, augmented reality. But where you are, I'm even shy to mention.
If I may ask, did you let a tourist try this?
Yes, please. No, but the person is already in Ghana.
A tourist will say
if I'm not in Ghana already, or the moment I come to Ghana, because I'm a tourist, I'm in Ghana already, I think you already lost some value, because how did I decide to come to Ghana? I probably saw something on Google Maps, or I saw something on TripAdvisor that I decided to come. And so someone living in the US or someone living in Europe who wants to visit Ghana already comes to Ghana before they use this. You lost to somebody. You lost to TripAdvisor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So let's vote. Let's vote.
And your music. I didn't hear a single Ghanaian
one more
music.
comment. One more comment. What I think is, usually when I travel around Ghana, okay, and I use TripAdvisor, I see Ghana through the eyes of foreigners, not through the locals. And I think that's a problem, because usually the foreigners either cynical or they don't know the cool places to visit. And so I would rather see the place through the eyes of the locals.
Yeah.
And so if there's something from the locals, that would be like the locals are pointing to
Before
where
we
to go.
vote, I have an appeal.
That would be interesting.
I would like to campaign that they come back in understanding that they would have built in something that will come back and catch us.
It's 3 days.
But it's a no for
So
me.
you've got 3 days.
Ethel.
Yeah, so no, I finished my campaign.
Because of
No campaigning.
Because of what you
finished my
said,
campaign.
I will deliberately say. Anyway.
Okay, so let's vote.
Okay, but for me, I think you guys have to be passionate about tourism. Show that. Be a traveler. One of you has to be a traveler to convince me that you actually know what you are building. Not just I want to help the tourism industry. So show that passion, communicate it in your app. Okay? But I'll just painfully say yes.
So maybe the next time will be too close for you to start traveling. So maybe you can get a traveler on board, right?
Next,
Cecil.
Yeah, I think I may want to get them. They want them to have a chance.
Okay.
If they come back and they haven't
you want
done
to
that,
speak for yourself.
what do you mean? So
Yeah.
it's a yes.
Okay.
So it's a yes for me, but within the first 2 minutes, when you come and you don't show me anything, it quickly becomes a no. Right.
And
Say yes, so that
Alan.
we close.
Listen,
We'll forget about him.
I want to see music on that thing, a local drumming music on that thing. And I did something on Club Beer. Go and Google it up. I had all in the whole of this country where you can get the chillest club beers and you can eat the best beer. Google online, Enjoy Accra magazine.
I think the icons you were using, like the hotel,
But you
should
remember
find something local.
You guys are giving them this feedback that
Rana,
they
we
can't.
have-
Even Google
Nothing is going to change.
Street
They
can
can
show
even
you
go and
better
join online.
Yeah, but they have
Okay, so Alan, yes
The
or
first
no?
picture I should see is something.
Is a yes? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, yes or no?
I'm disappointed in
Okay,
that.
okay, no.
What are you going to
So
It's a no for me.
you guys,
It's a no, first of all.
you guys have 4 yeses. So you're coming.
No, this is
Next
conditional yeses.
No,
It's
no,
conditional
no.
yeses. Ethel is like, yes, but. Alan is like, yes, but.
No, but it's yes.
Everybody gets a yes,
It is
but.
yes. So
Everybody gets a yes, but.
listen, guys.
we have 4 yeses.
Yeah, you have 4 yeses.
change
But
our
if you
mind.
turn
Yeah,
up
but then
here
I have traveled
without
around Ghana
something to
and
wow us,
and
I'll be
TripAdvisor,
the
which
one to tell
gives me
everybody
something better
to
than this.
cancel you.
Come on.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's have the next guys.
Please impress us. I've
problem
seen
with
better. Last year was better, but
All
it
these
didn't do it.
developers is that
Or partner
they
with
like to stay in their own
Yeah,
corner.
partner with
talk to
people.
developers alone. Go and
Partner with
talk to
people,
other
okay?
people.
move some animation up on the catapult, we can do something that can go on TV.
Me, I want all the animations for Afro Comics. You come, bring your stuff to Afro Comics straight away.
Good afternoon. You're welcome to the MTN App Challenge.
Thank you.
So you start by introducing yourselves and then your app. And then you have 5 minutes, just 5, to do your presentation. And the judges have 5 minutes to give you feedback and then ask questions. And then after everything, there'll be a voting. If you have 4 votes out of 5, you're qualified to the next stage. You know, so you need three out of 5. No, 4.
No, somebody more.
So
were you watching us online?
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay.
How's it looking like?
and they are, you see, they are laughing. They are very friendly judges, but then they would turn out some time to be very forthright and straightforward with you. Don't take it personal. It's all business. So 5 minutes starts from now.
Okay, good morning. My name is Nkrumah Frederick.
My name is Kevin Amevo.
Okay, the name of our app is Card Finder.
Card Finder?
Card Finder, yeah. Actually, the reason why we came up with this app is that we're actually from the University of Ghana level 200. And the reason why we came up with the app is that, like, most of the time, we usually use our student ID for everything in the school. And most of the time, when it gets missing, like, you go through a long and tedious process of getting back a new ID card. And most of the time, other students find the card and don't have any way of getting it back to you. So we created this platform as a form of like a central hub where students can report, maybe if they find someone's card, they can report the card as found. And when you've also misplaced your card, you can report your card as missing. So when someone finds it, the person who just click on your card details and just contact you. Okay. So yeah, our app basically works in 2 ways: the management of missing cards and found cards. So users can both report cards, report both missing cards and found cards, and they can also search for missing cards and the found cards. So the programming languages used was Java, that is for the Android side, and the PHP and MySQL, that is for the website. The application basically works by interacting with the web service. So using JSON, the app queries the database for the results. So it goes to and fro. And all platforms, that's the Android platform from version 4.4 KitKat to the web.
Okay, let's see the demo if you're finished.
It's more technical, but
So this is a student. We actually didn't finish quite early, so I think we finished about 4 days ago, and we gave it out for other people to test it. And a student reported his first card as missing. So that's the card over there. So when you click, maybe you found the card, you can just click on it and view the person's details, where the card, like the description of the card, if there's a reward attached to the card, the gender, the person's gender, the type of card, that's a student's ID card, the country, and the date reported. And that's the last known location. That is where the students remembered having that card. You can also visit their profile. Okay, this is basically their profile. It lists the information so that you can contact them in case you find their card. And also we have the found card section. So this thing, maybe I found a card and I want to report it. Maybe the user hasn't issued the missing card report and you found it, so you can report the card as found. So that when the user comes and finds the card, the person can easily contact you. So this is an example of a found card. So my friend here, Kevin, has found the card and reported the card. So this is the name of the person, the gender, the type of card found, the country, the date reported, and the description of the card. So if you look at it, the membership card, anything to help the owner identify the card as his or hers, and place where the card was found. That is in our hall, Kwapon Hall, the University of Ghana. Okay, so the app basically works in 2 ways. That's the basic account and the premium accounts. Basic account get to report up to 10 cards, and business account get to report unlimited. Premium account get to report unlimited number of cards. That's they pay 25 Ghana cedis each year to have that premium feature. And also we have a business API. That is, businesses can also register with the service and query the database directly. And they have customization to their queries. That's it. They are not limited to the normal accounts. They can set based on the card type, the name of the card, and where the card can be found, the card description, and other details that are not available to the normal users. Okay, so, come again. No, please. And the cost of producing the app in total was 218 cedis. And that's for having the Play Store account was 110, and the website itself was 108. So the total cost was 218 cedis.
For the entire program?
For your time, also 218.
No, our time is not included.
Okay, so what's the 218 cedis?
That's for the app. That's the website and putting the app on both Play Store and the.
No problem.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I think the fortunate thing for you is someone came with a similar card finder and didn't do a good job. And so you seem a little bit more put together than the people before you, which I think gives you a bit of a halo effect. I like that you've at least thought through the business model, even though I disagree with your business model. I like that you've thought about it and you've thought through it and you sort of looked at. My question is, so in one day we've already seen 2 card finders. Is that a really big issue on your campuses? Is that something that's really?
Yeah, actually, a friend of mine actually failed to take an examination because of the ID card. And actually, a person went to the BAM library before coming to the examination, and the card got lost at the BAM library. So the man there found it, but didn't have any way of contacting the guy.
Do you know the Warner guys?
Come again?
Warner. Do you know them?
No, please.
Some guys came earlier today.
Something similar.
You don't know them?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But then you have made me understand
what, yeah.
the pain. Well, we couldn't understand that.
Yeah.
So for me, I think, you put things together, but your cost of innovation, you need to add how much you cost. Because we had a session on Monday.
208.
No, but they are level 200, so they don't know how much they cost
Okay.
yet.
But then we want to encourage that, right?
Yeah.
Though it's not a student's project work. And if this should work with credit cards and passports and things, do you request a police report in addition to the upload, or what are you doing with security and of the cards that are uploaded, as well as those secured lost and found items? What's the plan with that?
Okay, actually, we don't have access to the card. That is like, when you find the card, you report it onto the person.
I saw a picture. Somebody took a picture of an ID card on the system. How do you secure that? Because if somebody gets the picture, they can make a copy online
do you know what? Do you know card cloning?
Card cloning. Yeah. Yes.
You know that because of that National Health Insurance card you put there, I can clone it.
Yeah, it's possible.
And when I clone it, you know what I can use it for?
Yeah.
If I lost my Visa card and you found it and you uploaded it on your system like that, my name is there, but obviously the guy has my phone, he can use the system to get the CCV. How do you protect those things is the first question. Then on your 25 CD, is there the assumption that I will pay you some money because I'm of the view that I'll lose my cards 10 times in a term or whatever? You need to explain that.
You pay that money to upload a found card, which doesn't make sense.
Yes, it's 10 times.
If I find 25 cards,
I think
the other 15
I'm trying to be nice, and I found a card and uploaded. You want to charge me for it?
So
then the last one is, have you thought of how you can make money in the sense that if you lost a card and somebody has found it, you become the delivery person in the middle. So you can verify if the card has been found and the delivery process gets charged.
They have a reward system there.
No, the person chooses
to give a reward. So there should be something that you have lost a card. When you lose a card, you are more likely to want to pay than somebody uploading and paying because he's found a card. What is in his interest?
Okay, actually, the premium feature is not for like finding a card. You see, the basic or the normal account, they get to upload only 10 cards. So an example is maybe the BAM library, the operators there, or the host, the operators there. Since they have a lot of cards that are most of the time missing, they will pay that premium account because they want to upload more than.
They don't have any incentive to return the cards to their owners.
Maybe if you said a bank.
Yeah, the bank, yes.
Yeah, but if you say BAM library, porters, they don't care. It's your card.
It's actually not limited to only the student sector.
But wait, you know your student ID card belongs to the school, not you. So the BAM library can return it to the school administration instead of trying to find you to return it to you. So if trying to help the owner find it is going to cost me money, I'll do what the card says behind it, that if found, return to school administration. I'll do that. When I do that, I don't have to pay any money, and then you lose the whole benefit that you're trying to provide. Does it make sense to you? You probably don't want to charge me for trying to help someone.
Okay, thank you very much.
I want to find out, are you saying that if I find a card and I want to upload it, I have to pay 25 Ghana cedis? Probably I find 30 cards. I have to pay 25 Ghana cedis to upload it for. I don't think I want to do that. Yeah.
Actually, it's not for those who found the card. It's for you submitting your card as missing.
But
so I have to submit.
It's a subscription.
It's a subscription.
So I'm going to lose my card 25 times, 10 times.
A year. No, you know what? Let's give you this advice. Google is your friend. Go and find similar apps around the world, how they make money. Because I understand you're in second year, you don't really understand what a business model is. You've gone for the easiest thing you can think about. Use Google, find it. If we bring you back, we want to see the tweaks in the business model because clearly the people here do not agree with the business model.
No, I don't know. They'll know very soon. So let's start with yes or no?
It's a yes for me.
It's yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yes. Okay.
You're the best to get here to say yeah.
Alan, yes or no?
I'm not. No. It's a no for
me.
No.
Ethel.
There's a group called Warner. Get them. Join together and come back. If you can do that, maybe next year.
How is that possible?
Why would they come back? Yes from
because you have an understanding that they didn't have, but they
so,
have a better.
Alan, so it's yes or no?
It's a no, but
no,
I'm just
okay.
Yes.
Ethel.
It's a yes.
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 Yes for me. There is something here.
Okay, so you have 4 yeses.
Look for them.
There is something here. But go and look for one.
One system was better.
Join and come.
Okay, so you guys are coming back. Thank you very much.
Help them get one.
Please don't come back with the exact
Let's do the prior thing for them.
You need to process. Take time.
At an event like this, two had flopped.
But I don't
one
see
had
what
done
they
well.
did.
They brought them together, and today the three.
But what
are
I'm
strong.
saying is, I don't see
no,
what
their
Warner
system
did.
is far better than this.
In terms of the technical, I haven't looked at it.
Yeah.
Technically, their system is
So
better.
these guys,
but no,
these guys understood the concept, but Warner has a nice.
UI is not great.
Could have done better. There's a leaderboard which is not bad. There's a shares and invite friends.
Good afternoon and welcome to the MTN App Challenge. You have your screen projected, your phones projected to the screen, so that is how you do your demo. First, you introduce yourself and then your app, right? And then you have 5 minutes to do your presentation. Whatever you say, whatever demo you're doing, you do it within 5 minutes. When you're done, the judges will vote. You get 4 votes, you're coming to the next round. When you get less than 4, then you get better luck next time. So I introduce you to your judges. They are very friendly. So whatever they say is strictly business. Don't take it personal. Thank you very much. 5 minutes.
Okay, so my name is Selom Tito, and my colleague here is Derek Agbemadu, and we are a team working on an app called YCL. YCL is an educational app designed to help primary and secondary school students learn anything, anytime, anywhere. So you can learn maybe social studies. You log in, you go to social studies, and then you start learning. The beautiful thing about the way we learn is the fact that you can learn in video, you can learn in audio, text, images, and in multiple languages. So you don't really have the problem of I don't understand what the teacher said and all that. Yeah, so this is the app interface. And you can see the number of points you have in the app. For example, if you challenge your friend to a short quiz of maybe 5 questions, then the person with the highest mark, you record your points for you. Your teachers can also follow you and find out what you are doing and know your performance within the app. So you can know you are learning. Your parents can also check out your performance and know that you are also learning. And we believe this is going to help. So this is a feature here. And you can watch it in any language you prefer. So this, for example, is in English. If they see anything you don't understand, there are pictures there for you. And there's audio too. Then for monetization, we are looking at having the app free for the first year. Then after that, you have it at 5 cedis per month per user. And then we are also looking into the future where we can have VR educational apps for you. So you can, for example, you are learning about Yas and Toa. You can wear it and then watch what's going on between Yas and Toa and the British. And see that like, oh, wow, this is beautiful. Yas and Toa was really brave. That way you can really understand what you're learning and you are not likely to forget. If you learn with us, it's only natural you examinate with us. So we have BEC style examinations where you pay a small fee, and then come to our center, and then you write the exam. The exam is going to be clickable. So you just click, and then after you get instant results on your performance.
Thank you very much. That is very quick and straightforward. So over to you, judges. Let's start with Yao this time.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of learning via video, especially for kids, because of the way they capture, which is something you've covered, which is something you have. I'm thinking of my kid brother, and I'm thinking how he can access this with the challenges that he has. At one, he probably doesn't have a phone to. Data is expensive, and so you probably have to go through the parents, I suppose.
Yes, he has to go through the parents. But looking at the option of partnering with, say, MTN and maybe a hardware manufacturer where you can have custom-made tablets that the students can use within schools and then at home too. If it's using within schools, you are sure the child is not on social media or anything. It's just the app he's using to learn.
My question going off of that is, if I think about my little kid, my little brother, my parents would rather have a tutor who they can also talk to get real feedback about his behavior than to just give him an app.
Well, that's true. The app also gives you real feedback, whether you are around or you're not around. Where your teacher goes, is the child still learning? There's a reduced need for classwork, homework, since the quizzes and everything are built within the app.
So there's some part for some kind of like a supervisor to see how the kid is doing?
Yeah, parents can see, teachers can see. So you know your child's performance in real time, right now. You don't need to wait to the end of the term to see, oh, my child is not learning. It's not serious. You can see it every single day.
You were given options, free language, any language.
Yeah.
Can you explain that? Does that mean that I can choose Ga and all the text is coming in Ga?
Now, the point is, during our research, we realized that sometimes you teach a student in English and then the student doesn't understand. You say it in Tree and it's like, so, well, we could just have the audio in Tree. We could have the text too in Tree for you so that if you don't understand, you can just switch the language. The point is to understand first, not to force, say, English down your throat.
Yeah, I like what you guys are doing, but the challenge in learning systems is how to get content on there or in there. So how do you do that? Do you have teachers who put the content in, or you have partners who do that? And the homework that you are saying the teachers set, is it at real time? So if I teach today, I tell the students that the homework is on YCL, so go and do it, or they are just there that they can, as PASCO, that they interact with.
The initial content is based on the syllabus for the various countries, so Ghana syllabus, Nigeria syllabus. So we use that to develop the notes.
So you put the curriculum in there?
Yes, the
yourself,
curriculum is in
or
there.
You have a partner?
No, we do it ourselves.
So what's your background? Like, are you an education institution or a teacher yourself? Or?
I've taught for a while, so I have the experience in that.
So you've put the curriculum, everything there now?
Not everything now, but we are working on it gradually.
And who does your translation? Like, so if a lesson doesn't have Ga or Ewe, do you tell the person clearly that this is not yet in Ewe?
If the Ga is not ready, you cannot click it.
You cannot click.
Yes, but if it's ready to be clickable.
And what's your plan? Like, how are you populating all that? Because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. And
it's a lot.
I'm trying to know.
We are looking at increasing our workforce to have more people on board to help us with putting more information up there.
You also spoke of video, like
yes.
watching. Wouldn't that make your files very heavy? I'm thinking.
The videos are stored in Firebase online, so you can download it for offline viewing if you so wish. When you finish learning a particular one, you can decide to delete it from within the app. But the videos don't come with the app together. It's just the text that comes with it. Then you can download that one if you want to.
Right. I like the challenge bit, right? I think you've covered most of the basis of learning management, learning systems, right? I like the challenge bit. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you're thinking there around sort of the A versus B?
So the challenge bit, for example, maybe I want to have a challenge with Ethel. Right. So, hey, Ethel, challenge request. Right. Okay, approved. So 5 questions each. Right. Yes, there's a set time. So you solve yours, I solve mine. Who won? I got 5 points correct. You got 5 points correct. So it's a tie. Right. Then you get 10 points each. For your performance.
Individuals, you're not doing, say, schools against each other.
No, it's individual against individuals.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I don't know, with the business model, this doing it for free and then charging 5 cedis per user per month.
Free for the first year.
Free for the first year.
Yes.
All right, and so you'll be bootstrapping the sort of server costs and things like that on your own until people are used to it, and then what's the age range you're targeting?
The age range we are looking at is between 9 years to 17 years.
Is that
basically class 1 to SS3.
Right. Is there progression bit in this?
Yes.
If you're targeting such a wide range, so you select a starting point and sort of go up from there?
Yeah, the starting point is automatic. You are going to start from class 1 and build from there.
Yeah, but if I have a kid that's in class 4 now, you can't expect him to start from class 1.
So there's a take a shortcut feature where you can take a shortcut test to prove that you really know that bit already, so you can just skip it.
Thank you very much. So over to you, judges. We'll start voting from the middle.
Right, this middle. No, Alan, you start.
Yeah, it's a yes, but I'm not very convinced. But I'll give you a yes.
Okay. What did you say?
Thank you.
I said Alan to start.
Okay.
If you're not convinced, it's a no.
And then Yao.
No, there's potential for it, but I'm just waiting.
Yao, answer. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a yes for me because I can see my.
Thank you.
Okay, yes. But it's more like a companion, not something.
Yes,
that
a companion.
in my opinion.
I think that you need to do some work with your UX, which is what I like it, but I feel like the UX is not, I don't know, it's not intuitive, it's not sleek enough, and maybe there's something that needs to be done there, but otherwise it's a yes from me.
Thank you.
Okay, yes.
Thank you.
It's a yes for me.
Good. You have 5 yeses, so you're coming back. Thank you very much.
Who looks at your questions and your answers to be sure they are right?
We have, for example, if it's social studies, we compare what we are having with textbooks to make sure that everything is legit.
Who does
Then we have
You need a quality assurance person.
I do it. And then I also have a social.
That's a workload on you.
You can't do it alone.
Well, as a
Because,
startup.
People exhaust content very fast. And if you're not able to put enough there, they will drop. There's a lot of competition in this.
And I can see your background is coding because it says eat, code, sleep, and repeat. That means you don't do anything apart from
it's our life.
that. But if you do this, that means you'll not be qualified to take care of the content. The educational content, science.
And advice. Get partners.
Get an advisor that understands the educational system.
Okay, next.
Thank you very much.
All right, see you guys.
Even in our hangar, we're able to do a yes. Well done. Well done to everybody.
To the next stage, right? So over to you, judges. You have very friendly judges. So whatever they say, they may be very forthright and straightforward, but whatever they say is strictly business, nothing personal. So 5 minutes.
All right, thank you very much. My name is Nunya Yaokla, and
Kelvin Boahene.
We are from the University of Ghana, both offering computer science and in level 200. The name of our app is called Share. Now, this is what the app do. Okay, first I want to start from the problem. Now we realize that students in all the institutions in Ghana do not have a platform that they can share academic resources. They don't have a platform that they can discuss and make their discussions. Okay, so now we wanted to create a platform that students will be able to share resources and also be able to make discussions. Now this app has 3 main features. The first feature is that you can upload your academic files over there and you can download files based on the university that you register with. And the second one is that we are going to create a link that will link the various universities in Ghana and the various tertiary institutions in Ghana together. So that means when I'm offering computer science and I'm doing calculus, I can get calculus materials from University of Ghana. And in the same way, I can get calculus materials from Tech UCC. I can look at those materials. And the third feature is that you'll be able to make discussions. So we are going to make discussions in a forum based on your course. Okay, and an additional feature is just a to-do list that we want to add to the app. Okay, we realize that students most of the times use WhatsApp to share files, and this is not so effective. This is because when I was in level 100, I realized that when they post slides over there, I end up reading so many charts before I get to the slides. And sometimes I end up skipping the slides. And also, you have to go around looking for the course rep to get a particular academic file. Okay. So basically, our target customers are all tertiary students across the country. And for our business model, there are almost 213 tertiary institutions in Ghana, with many students, about 600,000 students in Ghana. So when we are able to get these students on a platform, that's from the nursing training schools, the teacher training schools, the universities, the polytechnics, we are going to get a large student database. Like we are going to get a large customer base. And from that point, we can open up the application to companies so that they can post their advertisements over there. For example, Junior Ghana has...
You have about 2 minutes more, so if you can start launching the app, one person can start the demo. You continue speaking, so you can also help with the...
Okay, so for companies like Jumia, they have products that they want students to see. So we'll open up the app. We'll open up the app to them so that they can advertise their products over there. Barclays has products that they'll say pay your school fees and all those things. You can advertise for EcoBank, Barclays, and all those. So when you start, you have to sign up. So you have your first name.
Do you have an account already? Just log in so we can see the app.
Okay, this is just an interface. You have not created an account on it.
But so you can do the sign in and it will continue?
Yes.
Just do that.
Yeah, do that one.
Skip the sign up.
So basically, we just created an interface. It will be something like this. So when you register for...
so your backend doesn't work?
No. We created an interface for it. Just an interface to show. So for example, when you register for these courses, you'll be having, like, it's in a display form like this. So you'll be having your courses. Then you'll be having the files that you have downloaded. And there will be a forum. So for example, when I click Java like this, I'll get all my Java files over here and I'll be able to make chats. So this is just an interface we just created. We have not built everything yet. We are working on it.
Do you know what you call vaporware?
Vaporware.
We used to do it a long time ago. You're going to a client meeting, you're not ready. You do stock a lot of it, and then you show it, and it looks like you've got work done. Because what you're showing us is slides. You don't actually have a working system.
Yeah, it's a mock-up.
It's a mock-up. You're showing us mock-ups. You don't have a working system.
Yes.
Okay. I would be more understanding of you if level 200 people from University of Ghana hadn't shown up, having done this. Do you get it? We've had other level 200s show up and have a working prototype.
Are you computer science?
Yes.
Yes.
So how long did it take you to put this together?
We use about 3 weeks or a month.
This one wants to understand.
We didn't basically know anything about Java or Android development.
What did you do level 100?
They did
Level 100.
56.
In level 100, we did a little of Python and C++.
Like I mean, you are a computer science student.
Yes.
And school, for you to be a computer science student, you should be learning on your own, right?
Yes, we know, both of us know how to program in JavaScript, CSS, HTML. So we are planning of using React, but it's, this semester we are actually reading Java.
So you're
we
just
wanted
giving us
to
a
use.
long list of excuses because some people sitting in your class have done the work.
Alright.
So your excuse no longer is relevant because somebody in your class has done the work.
Alan, you have comments, questions?
No.
Cecil?
I'm not in. I
Yeah.
feel that I've seen Pasco, I've seen other apps, I've seen other. Basically, you are just a resource share, you know, but you haven't shown me what is going to come in PDF. You say sending by WhatsApp. You think it's complicated. You haven't shown what your system is. It's a lot of talk, but no real substance to hold on to. So that becomes difficult for me to. In my books, it's a no. I haven't seen enough to want to go with you.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think it's a little bit rushed solution. If the only problem that you had is sharing files, I don't think you should go ahead and build another app that I have to install just to share files when it could be sent to my email, or you can use email instead of WhatsApp if there's a lot of stuff going on in there. And the whole idea of bringing universities in Ghana together, I don't know. I'm not sure it makes sense to me. And sharing,
doing it already.
and
Liquid
sharing,
Campus is doing that.
yeah, and sharing content that could be your lecturer's intellectual property. There is things around it that makes it impossible for me to support this goal.
Think around it and then come back.
The way you've done it, I'm even convinced that you haven't tried it.
They haven't built it. So, like, how can you even test? How can you prototype
build
it?
and come.
Okay, you know, have you heard of Moodle? It's online course money. You know, all the things you are doing is done. It's there already.
Yeah.
So it's not new. Just go back, think about it, and make something better.
So go back, think about it means voting.
No. Yes.
Yeah, guys.
Yes.
So what do you have?
No.
No.
It's a no from me.
No.
No.
Yes, okay. Thank you very much for coming.
Next year.
Yeah, so with the feedback that you have from the judges, make some changes and then get an app that is working and then come back. Thank you very much.
That's why you said the business model thing. They should think about it. You can't come and show me paperwork. You see, we can't pass